Hi everybody! This is If Yarn Could Talk with Vicky and Asia. Here we are at home again with our cats.
Mm-hmm.
Stay tuned for cat hijinks.
Yes, quite soon.
Yeah.
Quite soon.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's been going on with you this week, Asia? Still
Editing.
Still working on your editing. Still working on your shrug?
Yeah. Slowly.
It's amazing because, my least favorite part of sweaters is sleeves, and I feel like you zoomed through the sleeves.
Yeah.
And now it's slowing down a little.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm having, problems choosing a granny square. I don't know exactly what I want, so it's more decision blocking than,
There's so many to choose from, too.
Also, now I have to measure, which means numbers again. Which I'm not super happy about.
I had somebody come in today, and I just love her to death. And she's a crocheter, and she has been saving, can tabs, little pop tabs.
Yeah.
For, years. She said she had 4,000 of them. And she's going to crochet a sweater and a jacket with them.
Nice.
I think it's going to be cool. I told her she had to bring it in. I love weird projects, I do.
It could either be cool or it could give the same vibe as those duct tape stuff, all the purses and belts and weird crap from the.
No, I don't think so. I think if anything, it'll look like colorful chainmail.
One of our vendors from the market, the holiday market, she has kind of.
She has those little scales. Yeah. At first I thought
so as long as they look like that.
I thought she was going to have them hang at first, and I was like, oh, that's going to be really jangly.
It also just doesn't seem that comfortable, but that's a different point entirely that we don't have to.
I mean, it's just on the outside, but yeah, I get what you mean. But it's meant to be like an art piece jacket, not
that's true.
Something you wear to snuggle up in while you're watching TV at night.
I do snuggle up in chainmail.
Me too.
When we sit down to.
'Cause you got to be prepared when you snuggle up.
That's true.
Mooney,
you never know
Mooney is attacking
what cat is going to come and attack. Oh my goodness.
Well, here
so
he
Mooney,
is.
oh my goodness.
That's my leg.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So Mooney, do you want to choose a yarn then?
Okay,
nope.
No. He likes my yarn.
So what my plan was, you see I don't have a thing. Well, I have my switch here, and I was, a while ago when we were in the store, don't ignore all of the smudges. But I was, making that one earlier in the podcast, but it was the yarn was too small. I got tired of the color. It wasn't good, so I'm gonna redo it. And I have a couple yarns if my child would ever come back over here, but we may need to use other ways of drawing them in.
I mean, you could probably get him to come. He loves you.
Chloe's still sneezing, by the way.
Chloe's still sneezing.
So, I'll show you the two choices. I have this Noro that, I just grabbed from her. And, it's called, it's Obi. I don't know what the hell that is, but whatever.
It's an old, amazing Noro yarn.
Oh, okay. And then I have these two, which I also mostly just found around the house.
There's no yarn in this house, guys.
None at all.
See, there's no yarn. There's just the shawl.
Just the shawl.
That's all the yarn there is.
I swear. It's, completely... Oh my goodness. Maybe Chloe will choose first, since she is here and she is a good girl. But yeah, and then there's this just, wool type thing, but it just matches the switch really well. So I'm going to try to have the cats choose it.
Okay.
At some point.
Chloe.
Okay.
She wants to choose.
Chloe, well, maybe we should. Well, maybe if we're having the cat, maybe I'll move that, huh? So okay, so here, Chloe. Okay.
Never mind.
Mooney. Come here, baby. Look, oh, Mooney's nymph. Oh, Jesus Christ! This is a dangerous game. Oh,
there he is.
Okay, so Mooney. Your choices are this.
Oh, he likes that one.
Oh, wow, he really likes this one. This one is a high runner-up.
Interesting.
This one, I wasn't sure. It might go separately or it might go with it. What do we think?
Nope. Rejected.
Yeah, right? Mooney, snip! No, this is a reject. This is a reject. We'll put this over here. Last one. He seems to be trying to sniff more for this one. Are you trying to sniff for this?
Smells the most like sheep.
Oh my god, you guys, he tried to drink my tea the other week when I left it after the podcast. I left it for a second and I came back and he was about to start drinking my tea.
Yeah, which made us think we should get ourselves some organic catnip and make him some tea.
Some cat tea. We can all have tea. We can have a tea time. Alright, well then, I mean, I did just say that this is the one that matches the Switch best, which you can clearly see it does match the Switch very well. And then if I want to use the other two for like a little border or little accents, then I shall. Thank you, sir.
He really likes
that one. He really likes this one.
I'm telling you, it probably smells the most like sheep.
It's wool and mohair, I guess. Mm-hmm. So.
Sheep and goats.
Yeah.
Yummy.
You would like it. You want to eat it.
He want to have a little bite of sheep and goats.
Okay, I am just going to keep this not here.
All right. Well, phew.
Okay, well, now that we've got that settled.
Now she can work on something.
Now I can work on something.
I'm working on redoing a hat. We'll see how it goes. It's one of those old patterns that I looked over the pattern. The pattern looks fine. I'm not sure style-wise it's like a thing right now, but, we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it is.
Yeah.
It's not like I know. Look at me. I clearly don't dress for the style of the day.
I mean,
I dress for what's comfy.
That can also be the style of the day.
Yeah. If it's a cold day, that's definitely the style of the day.
We're getting a little warmer again, but it's still relatively chilly here.
It's a little chilly. This is our Singulash. It's actually so nice to work with.
I love the color.
Do you? It's gray.
Oh, it looks blue to me.
I mean, it's a bluey gray, but it's very gray.
Mom, you've cracked the code.
Oh my god, you just have to make the gray blue enough and she likes it.
Yeah, you have to trick my brain into thinking it's blue.
I know.
It's very soft. I like it.
I just want to show off because I know yours isn't.
Yeah. Kind of like my two, least favorite things to work with, just as someone with sensitive skin. Speaking of, look at how well the Mooney is healing.
Aww, that's so cute.
So cute. Anyway.
I was telling somebody today about it. She hadn't seen the last one yet, and she could not believe it. She thought it was the cutest thing in the world.
The tattoo?
Mm-hmm.
Aw, I'm glad. I think it's cute too.
That's because you think Mooney's the cutest thing in the world.
That's true, I do. He's very amazing.
He's a good boy.
He's a very good boy. So, yeah, what's going on in the store?
What's going on in the store? So, we got some new Mad Balls this week. I think I'm wrapping up this batch finally, but I wanted to do a big one because it sort of speaks to the new pattern that's coming out. This is number 491. If it's still available, that's 491. Pretty, right? I love this batch. I actually, if I had perpetual yarn, I could just make this batch over and over and over. The teals, the purples, the grays, the blues, it all makes me happy.
Yeah, actually, I think I was, editing the Mad Ball video today, or, and it was that one that was like, ooh, I think this one's actually, I made it the cover picture.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it was so pretty. I was like, ooh.
So pretty.
And the sparkly bits on the side.
Yeah, a little bit of sparkle. Gotta have a little sparkle in your Mad Balls.
Gotta love sparkle.
So that's that. Our 14 needles also came in. I will say that they're currently sold out, but I did order a couple more sets. I think I'll probably get them. So if you missed out the first go, I got a couple more. I have no idea if on Monday when we release this, that'll be a true statement or not. But as of this moment, that's how that goes.
Yep.
And then I have a couple dyeing things to talk about.
Okay.
So the first one is kind of so not up my alley, but I'm going to tell you anyway.
Okay. Is it up my alley?
No.
Okay.
I think, guys, I have to be serious about this. I can't even knit when I tell you. I think I'm going to dye a bunch of yellow yarn. Do you want to know why?
Springtime?
Nope. It is because, so I've been doing this Rainbow Plant Life meal plan thing. She's a vegan cook on YouTube, Instagram. She's amazing. Yeah, she's an amazing vegan cook. If you're like trying to eat more vegan, you should try her recipes because they are mind-blowingly flavorful.
Or if you do eat vegan and you just want to eat healthy.
And you want to eat yummier because, you know, I mean, I've been a vegetarian since I was 19, so I've gone through a lot of iterations of like food sucking a little bit and it getting better and better and better, but she is like the cream of the crop. She's amazing. But anyway, in this week's recipe, which was for red lentil curry, which is amazing, she had us buy fresh turmeric, which like kind of looks like a little smoother than like ginger root. And the story was that you couldn't just buy a piece like you can buy usually just like a piece of ginger. It was like in this stupid pack. So there's like 40 pieces of turmeric. And I mean, I used approximately this much and I have like 40 times that. And there's just no way, especially because it is very staining, even more so, I think, than powdered turmeric. I didn't think it was going to be at first. And then
I told you.
It told the tale. Well, it's so interesting because when I grated it, it was orange and it didn't seem like it was doing anything. But then it definitely stained the cutting board. It might come out. It might come out with baking soda. I haven't tried yet. But yeah, it's very, you know, it's turmeric. It's fresh turmeric. So I think in order to use up some of that, I'm going to dye some yellow and orangey yarn with it.
Ooh, we doing a natural dye, huh?
Yeah, yeah. You know, it'll be nice for spring when, you know, when it's, you want to think it's warm enough to not go out with something, but it's actually pretty chilly, so you still need a cowl. A nice little yellow cowl would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, not on me. We also have in Dyeing Talk this pretty skein. This is actually an older color. See, it's all sort of turquoise and purple and burgundy and blue. Guess the name, Asia.
Melted gummy.
Oh, that's a good one. No, its name is Corn Fritter. You want to know why?
Sure.
You want to sniff it, Mooney?
Oh, Mooney loves to sniff.
Oh,
Maybe it will be named.
he liked it okay.
Renamed Mooney Sniffs.
He's a good boy. I feel like that's a different color. But anyway, so this color came about because we used to, like when we had in-person knit night, we'd like throw all our stuff on the table and take a picture and then post it for our knit night picture. And one night it was so pretty. It was just like there was somebody had a turquoise project, somebody had a blue project. I think somebody had like a Noro project that was all blue and teal and yummy. And anyway, the picture was just really pretty. So I decided I was going to dye a color with all those colors. A colorway. I actually hate the word colorway, but whatever. And
Color Y.
that was pretty good. So I dyed the yarn, and then I decided ahead of time, before even looking, that I was going to name it for the day that picture was taken, like whatever national stupid day it is. You know, like there's like National Pancake Day and National Hot Air Balloon Day or whatever.
National Alice in Wonderland Day is apparently on July 4th, or it was
July
a couple
4th.
years ago. Because instead of a 4th of July party a couple years ago, I had an Alice in Wonderland party. Cause
Right.
Yeah.
Huh.
I wanted it to be more fun.
So that day was National Corn Fritter Day.
Like, why do you need a day
For corn fritters?
corn fritters, though?
It's an excellent question. I mean, most of those days I have that exact thought.
Yeah.
Like National Ballpoint Pen Day. Like why?
Yeah. And yet we don't have National Lefty Day. We are an unheard group.
I mean, I hear you all the time, so I'm not sure that's true, but your point is taken well. That's true.
Oh my god, earlier, she made fresh bread last night, which is, and so I had a slice earlier with some bread and butter.
Honestly, I was surprised there was any left when I came home.
You're welcome. Anyway, I was about to do it. I was about to, like, butter the bread, and I realized that you've put the butter in an orientation that is right-handed and not left-handed.
Well, I'm the one who does the cooking, so...
I know. I was just
you.
like, what? Okay, interesting. I didn't think that butter could be left-handed. But anyway.
Yeah, anyway, we digress. Mm-hmm.
And Mooney is here.
And Mooney is here for your viewing pleasure. He's probably just waiting for treats, but, you know, he'll have to wait a little longer.
He will.
Because I told you guys last week that I thought we might talk a little about yarn substitutions. And I brought a couple patterns just for an example. Bye, corn fritter. I think I'm only going to talk about one.
All right, make sure they can see it over Mooney.
Okay. Maybe Mooney will help.
Mooney is so helpful all of the time.
So here's a nice cable-y sweater pattern. This is from an old magazine, and I don't know this yarn, so I'm not cheating. But somebody could easily come in and say, oh, I want to make this. I mean, the first thing they'd want to do is make sure they have the English insert if you're an English-speaking person. Because the magazine is not. It's German.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, remember, this was the magazine. Do you remember when I used to read you these patterns? It was so funny because it just sounded angry to her because it was in German. And it's just a knitting pattern. There's nothing angry about it.
She'd also do it with this face.
I know, well, I'm not that good at speaking German. One semester, you know, it doesn't get you a lot. Anyway, so you would go to your local yarn store and you'd ask me. But what you want to do is first check the gauge. Okay? If you're going to substitute yarn, always check the gauge. And the gauge that they say in the pattern, the gauge on the label can be nonsense. So don't necessarily trust that.
I feel like I've already noticed that.
Yeah, I bet you have. Because it is frequently nonsense. It's like there's reasons why they're suggesting that gauge, and they aren't. Sometimes they're because they believe that's the best use of the yarn is to be knit at that gauge. Sometimes it's to make the ball seem bigger than it is. Sometimes it's to make it
exposed.
Yeah, I mean, it's all a lot of nonsense. And if you guys don't already know, one of my most quotable phrases, well, to one of my favorite yarn reps, is gauge is very fluid, so also don't like marry yourselves to these numbers. But like this pattern right here has a gauge of 22 stitches per 10 centimeters, which is always 4 inches. My entire knowledge of the metric system is based on the fact that 10 centimeters is 4 inches.
Okay.
Which causes a lot of multiplying sometimes. So that's a DK gauge. So when you go into your store, your local yarn store, which hopefully is me, but if you're far away, go into your local store and have them plant you in front of the DK section because you're on the right track then. And then, you know, you can get into thinking about other things after the gauge. You can think about the fiber content, like this is a wool sweater, so you probably want to use a wool or something that's kind of lofty like wool. Like you wouldn't want to use 100% silk, because even though it would feel delicious to knit, it would just be like this drapey, hangy, dense mess. It's not what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, and since it has cables, you probably want something with stitch definition. So these are just things to think about when you're choosing in your DK section.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you know, none of you are going to pay any attention at all. You're going to go to the DK section. You're going to choose the color you like the best.
And can you blame them?
No, I can't, because that's how, you know, that's mostly how I choose yarn too. But then I just decide I'll make it work. Mm-hmm. The other fun thing you can do, though, once you have the gauge, if any of you would do that thing you never do. What's that, Asia? You can do it. You can do it. She can do it. Swap. Good job! Yeah, if you swatch.
Why is my eyes tearing up?
Oh my god, she's crying at the thought of swatching. Oh no. You don't have your crochet. But it's a great time to swatch, not just for gauge, but to like really get like the feel you want, especially with something like a cable or like a color work. You want to see how those stitches are like playing together, right? You do. You're not going to swatch. You've all told me a million times you're not going to swatch. Like, you literally will come in after seeing a podcast and they're like, that's a great podcast. I'm still not going to swatch. So I have no sway. I've come to terms with it. Whatever. So that's just a little brief thing. If you have more questions, I can try to answer them. I try to just do a brief overview. I don't know. Those are sort of the thoughts I have when people come in with a pattern. I mean, it's really nice when it's a yarn I knew from before, because then I can be like, oh, I know exactly what will make this happen again, even if the yarn doesn't exist. Because there's lots and lots of great patterns that, you know, yarns disappear so fast, guys. But you don't want to poo-poo the pattern just because the yarn is gone, so. Bring it in. We'll help you figure it out. So I think today the last thing we have to do is just figure out what these yarns would say. I have one more, which is, please save me from the sale bin.
What is?
This is Noro Kakigori. It's in the sale bin now. But yeah, it's a really nice yarn. It's nice and summery. It's wool free for those of you who want some. Oh, you should feel this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It feels a little cottony to me, which I'm a wool girl. Yeah, really
thin.
Nice. It is very thin.
Which I don't usually, I've not been working with thin stuff, so it's not fully up my alley, but I do think that there's...
It's pretty, isn't it, though? With the, like, subtle color changes between the purples and the greens and the teals.
Yeah, you know, as you could probably tell, I like the bits where there's less yellow.
Yeah, me too.
But I think it's nice overall.
Yeah.
Kind of matches.
Yeah. So yeah, that won't last long. I think we only have like 10 skeins left, but grab it. Save it from the sale bin. I have something coming in that is just too similar, and I liked it just a little bit more. I think there was a little more silk, and I think I like the colors more, but I'll tell you about that when it comes in.
TBD.
What do you think this says?
Follow me into the crystal forest.
Oh. So
yeah, I mean, it's just like so sparkly, like the little blue bits, and like it's giving like twinkly twilight. I don't know. I'm just saying random crap.
Well, that one wants you to follow it into the crystal cave.
Yeah.
And this one wants you to save it from the sale bin. You guys got jobs this week. Got some jobs.
Some quests.
Yeah. And do you guys,
should you choose to accept them?
Before we go, did you guys want to see Mooney maybe, and or Chloe? Do you want to see them?
I don't think that they do.
No.
Definitely not.
Oh look, Mooney's here. What would have made him come over here?
That.
Oh, I'm gonna move my tea.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep my tea moved.
Yeah, because
Ooh, did you hear that big thunk? That was Chloe getting down.
Chloe. I'm gonna try to get Chloe up on the stool because she was being silly. You want this?
I'm gonna move my project as well, just for safety.
You want this?
Oh my! Oh goodness!
Oh, right over the edge.
Oh my goodness! You have been graced with the Chloe squeak. Okay. Mooney. Oh my goodness! Mooney, sit. Sit. Good boy.
Don't eat my yarn.
Oh my goodness. Chloe is a little nibbly today, but she is not more nibbly than the first day yet.
Give her a chance. She might nibble your fingers.
Mooney, up! I'm scared of your little paws.
Has he really learned spin yet? Are you still working on that one?
Oh, he did. Let's see. Ready? Spin! Oh. Yay!
Good job.
He did it!
Good job.
We're working on it. We're working on it. It's good progress. Wow. These cats are so impressive. So, did I tell you? I don't think I told the podcast. I told you, but I don't think I told the podcast. As I've been lightly showing you, these cats do have a couple tricks. Chloe, she can do them. She doesn't like to, though.
She's stubborn.
Yes.
She totally knows, but she's just like, no, just give it to me.
Yeah, but this boy here, oh my god. That boy, as you can see, is quite motivated by treats. And the other day I was throwing him some treats, as we do, and just like this. And
You knocked it off.
and,
Graceful.
and well, he was like, you both are giving me your full attention, huh? She's giving this full attention. And so anyway, I was throwing a couple for him, and you might see sometimes he uses his little paws, bat, bat, bat. And he like reached up for one of them, because I kind of threw it like low, and he didn't almost catch it, but like he was clearly trying. So I think we've got our next trick.
Yeah, I'm curious
settled.
to know how she's gonna teach him that. I'll hold him down.
Rude. Thank you. And also in that same vein, he also that day tried to catch one with his mouth.
Oh my god, that'd
Which
be amazing.
I don't think it's happening, but never say never, I guess.
Never say never. She wants.
Okay.
She wants them.
I think the last
Right.
treat.
Oh, I feel like one just fell on my leg. Is there a treat on my leg?
I don't think so.
Okay, maybe it was her tail.
Okay,
Oh,
last treats,
Well,
you
that,
guys.
That one definitely fell out of her mouth.
She's just spitting them out. Nice. I don't know where they're
So,
going. I
guys.
think she's eating them. Anyway, so guys,
That was
Yeah.
if yarn could talk and if cats could have treats. That maybe that we should rename.
yeah.
Yeah. If you liked it, give us a little thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and
Hit the notification bell.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to see when we post new videos and episodes of the podcast.
Let us know if you have any questions about the yarn substitutions or about anything. We don't care.
Or about anything.
We'll answer any question.
Or about our lovely babies.
Or about the little poofsters.
Oh my goodness. So ferocious. And make sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook.
Yep.
For all kinds of other things. We post like projects that people bring in. We post our patterns, stuff's going up like that, new yarns, all that kind of stuff. Fun stuff. So definitely check that out as well.
Yep.
And
we'll see you next week, hopefully.
yeah.
Yeah.
Say goodbye, Mooney.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.
Bye.